So what is this dish?
We take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate. It goes from English to Finnish to Shona and many, many, many more.
We either have to act it, sing it, draw it, rhyme it.
Am I tearing up?
What is happening over here? Which one is the mixture?
Will Jasmine's translation expertise get her the win? Sing it!
Remember when you made that water.
Hey! Welcome back to a new season of Lost in Translation!
Woo! As usual, we take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate. It goes from English to Finnish to Shona and many, many, many more. Finally back to English to give us this hilariously translated recipe. And there are gonna be a ton of surprises this season.
So make sure to tune in every single week so you don't miss out.
One thing will stay the same, we are definitely gonna keep torturing Jasmine. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get you in there.
Oh my goodness. What is that?
Oh, surprise, like I said. We have a new hint box, and what it means is we give you the hints in special ways now. We either have to act it, sing it, draw it, rhyme it. Okay, but now I have to give you what we really came here for. Here's the recipe.
Thank you.
You guys picked it.
Pink pancake! I'm getting sweet, but you never know based on the title. Why did you look at them?
I didn't look, I didn't.
You literally did.
I did.
Roll back the footage. Roll back the footage. Cute shirts, everyone.
Thank you. Cute shirt.
This is the new merch for Lost in Translation suggested by you guys in the comments from last season. They're available now at shopbuzzfeed.com, so make sure to check it out. Now we get started.
Let's do it.
Yeah! Step number 1, we prepare the team. Team, you ready?
Yes.
Half cup oatmeal, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, and a pinch of salt.
Am I tearing up?
We prepare the dough. Let me just take a look. Jaggery powder, chickpea flour, semolina flour. No, should I use a hint? I think I might. You know, I always do this, but to get off on the right start, you need a strong foundation. Do we have a hint box song?
Let's bring out the hint box. Let's bring out the hint box. Who do you want to hear from?
She's just staring at Mimo. Stop staring at me.
I will choose Mimo. Okay. Act it! Round. Cereal. Soup. Gum. Stretchy. Spaghetti! Semolina! Based on Mimo's Oscar-winning performance, I have gone with semolina flour. Half a cup of semolina flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, and a pinch of salt. I am gonna do 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Gonna give this a good mix, and let's move on to step 2. Step number 2, don't forget to add 4 tablespoons the boiling point water and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So I have some boiling water. I'm gonna add in 4 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Kelly and Katie are both pregnant right now. Baby's about to pop anytime.
Kelly could go into labor during this shoot.
Literally, she could. Okay, this is mixed together. All right, step number 3, mix the cookie dough. Put on tile and attach the film. 15-minute break. I didn't make any cookie dough, so I feel like there's no way I can mix something I haven't yet made. Put on tile. Transfer to table and attach the film. Lay out plastic wrap. And now we put on tile. I'm just going to collect all of this together. Right now, my confidence level is probably out of 5. Just because I'm not sure how I'm doing. I don't think I'm doing horribly, but I also don't think I've gotten everything correct. I think I'm gonna have to roll with the punches today. Cookie dough is gonna take a 15-minute break, and while that's happening, let's move on to the next step. Step number 4, make the water. In a large slow cooker, 1/4 cup mint.
1/4 cup pineapple. 1/2 inch dry dressing. Chili. 1 tablespoon jaggery. 1/2 teaspoon cumin. 1/2 teaspoon chai masala. Salt. Pinch of hum. And 1/4 cup
water. In a large slow cooker. There is literally a slow cooker right here. Instant pot. Pot? In a pot. We got a pot. Why are you looking at me like that? This is how Katie's looking at me.
I don't look like that.
Quarter cup mint. Could it be mint? Cilantro. Mint. I'm gonna go with cilantro. Sauce. Are we making a sauce that we're like boiling down and then we're gonna blend it later maybe? I'm gonna swap out my large slow cooker with this large slow cooker. I just think with all the ingredients I just listed, I feel like I'm gonna be blending. Quarter cup mint, I am doing quarter cup cilantro, quarter cup pineapple, ginger. Why do I trust the recipe so much? I'm committing to pineapple. I'm doing a quarter cup pineapple, half-inch dry dressing, half-inch dry chili. I'm gonna do half an inch of chili.
I love how you're measuring with your heart.
Green chili. I wanna go with serrano peppers. 1 noodle paste, maybe tamarind paste.
There's also tomato paste.
Oh, I'm between tamarind paste and tomato paste. I'm getting good vibes with tamarind paste, so that's what I'm gonna do. 1 teaspoon of tamarind paste, 2 tablespoons jaggery, which I saw in step 1. I'm gonna go with jaggery. I feel like it is very hard to translate that. 2 tablespoons of jaggery, half teaspoon cumin. I do think cumin would work perfectly, so I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of cumin. Half teaspoon of chai masala. I think garam masala would work better here. This is chai masala. I'm not gonna get fooled with this chai masala. I am going with garam masala. I think salt is salt. Pinch of hung. Pinch of hung. I really can only think of black pepper. You know, like it's so spicy, your tongue, it's all hung out.
Is that what happened?
So spicy, you're like, hung. And because of that, I'm going with a pinch of chili powder. Quarter cup of water. I think it's quarter cup of water. All right, next step. Step number 5, mix and match. Blend until smooth. Time to mix and match.
Does this feel good?
Huh?
Do you feel good?
Yeah. Spicy. Chili pepper went up my nose, but it smells really nice. Step number 6, transfer the mixture through a slotted spoon into a bowl. Add water or a 3/4 cup. It's like the SATs all over again. Okay, slotted spoon, huh? I think I'm gonna do a sieve. I am gonna pour this through a sieve. I'm gonna lose all the sauce. Add water or a 3/4 cup. I assume this has gone flippy floppy and it's actually at 3/4 cups of water. Now I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of water. Next step. What? Step number 7, freeze for 3 years. It's either fridge or freeze. I want to say fridge. 3 years, which I think is either 3 hours or 30 minutes. I think given pink pancake, this is gonna be fridge for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. Step number 8, put 1 pound he wished into a pot and stir well, smooth. I wish for a hit.
Bring out the hit box. Bring out
Let's
the
do
hit
Katie.
box.
It is right.
Are you ready?
Yes. Potato.
Yeah!
Steamed potato.
Yes.
I'm gonna auction off this drawing. Send me a DM on Instagram. Tell me why you deserve this drawing and I will choose a winner. Over here. I'm just gonna mash these potatoes in this bowl until they are smooth. So far, pink pancake seems quite savory and I was really expecting it to be sweet. Step number 9, add 2 tablespoons red pepper, 2 teaspoons coriander, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon of tikka masala, salt, and 1/4 teaspoon Kashmiri pepper. Stay with him. Stay with him. Red pepper, I believe, is gonna be chili powder. I am going with 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And yes, I know what you're thinking. That's really spicy, but I just feel like it makes more sense. I hope you like spice, ladies. 2 teaspoons coriander, I did see my ground coriander earlier. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin. It's very hard to translate cumin, which is why I think cumin is cumin. 1 teaspoon of tikka masala. I, for some reason, think it's chaat masala. It smells so good. I assume pink pancake is Indian. 1/4 teaspoon Kashmiri pepper.
Oh my God, that's not chili powder.
Earlier, I did 2 tablespoons of red pepper and I used chili powder, but now it's saying to use a 1/4 teaspoon Kashmiri pepper. This actually says Kashmiri pepper and it only asks for a 1/4 teaspoon, but I put 2 tablespoons.
Have you had Kashmiri pepper before?
No. Not spicy.
Okay.
Oh, it's spicy. I gotta get some out. I thought the chili powder was like for like chili stew, you know? So I was like, that's fine.
You okay?
Let's work our way back. First, I need to add in some salt. I'm just gonna do a pinch. And 2 tablespoons red pepper. What could possibly be red pepper? Red bell pepper? I choose red bell pepper. I'm just gonna chop some red bell pepper and do 2 tablespoons of this. Stay with him, I think means to mix and combine. Pink pancake coming together. This looks spicy, but good. Let's move on to the next step. Step number 10, prepare the soup. Heat the mustard oil in a large pot to 350 degrees. Prepare the oil. Prepare the soup. Prepare the pot. Prepare for frying. I need a heat source. Time to prepare the soup. This soup is gonna be a little oily because I am going in with all oil. I'm gonna do vegetable oil. I'm gonna bring this to 350 and then we'll move on to the next step. Step number 11, take a spoonful of flour, pour it into a small bowl, and make a circle with a diameter of 2 with a pin. Rolling pin. Take a spoonful of flour. I have my flour now, and I am going to pour a spoonful into a small bowl. What if I put a small in here and then I press it down, make it flat like this, 2 inches in diameter? I'm gonna try that. I got some saran wrap to line the bowl. You know what? I'm just gonna roll this out. I realize I'm completely ignoring the part where it says pour it into a small bowl, but we all learn from our mistakes, is what I like to say. So actually, it's just take some flour and like pour it onto the bowl. I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Why am I putting it into a small bowl? What's with the bowl? Look at them. What are they even talking about? I'm going back to this. This is pink pancake. I don't know how thin to make this. I got a 2-inch circular cookie cutter here, and I'm just gonna make as many rounds as I can. Honestly, this is pretty fun. It feels like I'm making little pancakes. Step number 12, add the chips to the hot oil until it turns a golden green color with cinnamon holes. Repeat the same procedure on the other side. So I think I'm going to take some chips and I'm gonna add it to the oil until it turns a nice golden brown. I think cinnamon holes is like bubbles, but we'll see. I'm looking for it to get a beautiful golden brown. Oh, it's risen. I'm gonna flip it because it's golden brown on the bottom. This is a nice golden brown. I'm just gonna remove it to the wire rack to drain the excess oil. The first one was just a test, so now I'm gonna drop more in. I feel pretty good about this. I'm not sure if it's right, but I don't feel like I'm completely wrong, and I feel like we're on the right track. Could be like a street food. My confidence level before was at a 5. I gotta say, even though I'm feeling pretty good, it's currently at a 4.
So you're feeling not great.
Things happen, you know. Next step, step number 13. Pour into a bowl with the help of a cloth and repeat with remaining bread. Pour into a bowl with the help of a cloth. Confidence level is now a 2. Oh, I see. Okay, I think it means, so remove the chips onto a wire rack and repeat with the remaining chips. Confidence level back to 5. I'm gonna repeat with the remaining dough and then we'll move on to the next step. Next step, step number 14. Mix 1 tablespoon of bindi to water. I don't know what bindi is. I think it's time for a hint. Kelly! I would like you to sing it!
Guys, I haven't sang since 4th grade chorus.
Why haven't you sung since 4th grade?
Somebody told me I was a bad singer and I haven't sung since.
We want to hear you sing.
We are here to bring justice.
Remember when you made that water, that water. Remember when you made that water, that water. And then maybe add some tiny little balls to your water.
And that's the end of the song.
When I made the water, the sauce. My water is the sauce. I'm gonna go get the sauce. What are my balls? Are these my balls? Oh! Boondi! It tastes like little crunchy fried bits. It reminds me a little of like tempura. 1 tablespoon of bindi to my water. Step number 15, scrape the top of the pan with a spoon. Add 2 tablespoons of potatoes and nectarine chutney men. Scrape the top of the pan with a spoon. What pan? Scrape the top of the pan with this. Oh, is this like fancy plating? You know, like you put the sauce on the back of the spoon and you're like, ugh. So I am taking a spoonful of my water and adding it here, and I'm scraping. Add 2 tablespoons of potatoes. Oh, my potatoes. I'm gonna make it nice and pretty. 2 tablespoons of potato.
You in the bowls today.
Why the ball again?
I'm just shaping it into a ball. I have 2 tablespoons of potato and nectarine chutney men. Are these my nectarine chutney men? I think this is my nectarine chutney men.
Okay.
Stop laughing. Step number 16, last and final step. Still in the coffin, and good. I'm in the coffin. I don't know if this is right, but here we have it, everyone. This is what pink pancake has turned out to be. Let's bring in the real dish.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. All right. Open your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Where did I go wrong? First impressions, they look very different. Pink pancake, what is this?
That is Pani Puri, which is an Indian street food. Very popular.
I said street food.
You did.
And I did say Indian.
And people have been wanting us to do this. We almost did this last season. People have been wanting us to do this for a long time.
See, we hear you, everyone. If you have more recipe suggestions, don't be afraid. Though I was afraid today. I really... Season 2 off to a rocky start, but it's okay. I love what we've made. I don't know how I will love the way it tastes. Cheers. It's not bad. Do you guys want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop laughing. Compliment me.
Good tip.
It's good, right?
It's actually
I
not
like
that
it.
spicy.
Okay, let's give this a try. Cheers. Mmm. That is so good. That is phenomenal.
So what do you think? Pink Panther versus Pani Puri?
100%. Pani Puri is so much better than pink pancake. But I will say, pink pancake was not bad. Honestly, that's the fun of Lost in Translation, coming up with new dishes, even if they don't end up as good as the original. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Make sure to tune in next week. We got a lot of surprises coming your way. And if you want to check out the merch, make sure to check the link out below. Bye. Bye. Best singer.
No one. Katie. Maybe me. It's not my fault. It was not my fault.
Hey. 1, 2.
Remember when you made that water, that water.
You were already on the right track.
Are you kidding?
Boo! Boo every time someone sings on this show.
Hey guys, it's Katie, and this is another episode of Lost in Translation. As you know, we take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate. It goes from English to Lithuanian to Aymara and many, many, many more, and finally back to English to give us a hilariously translated recipe. Today we have a super special episode because we have Jasmine facing off against our hilarious friend Tucker to see who can make the recipe closest to the original. Tucker loves games, he loves puzzles, but he is a novice chef. Jasmine may have the upper hand having so many of these under her belt, but you never know what happens on Lost in Translation. All right, let the battle begin.
Are you ready? I'm ready. I can't wait.
I was born almost ready.
3, 2, 1. All kinds of hot bread.
Something tells me there's gonna be bread involved, and maybe it'll even be hot.
I'm wearing the wrong shirt today. I should have worn I like to butter my buns today.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing fruit juice, mama. We got new merch, everyone. If you want some Lost in Translation merch, which was suggested by y'all, make sure to check out the link in the description below or right here, shopbuzzfeed.com.
I am very new to this, yes, but cooking in general as well.
I think Tucker probably hates that it's all kinds of hot bread because it doesn't give him any context.
All kinds of hot bread. I don't know.
You will be getting 2 clues.
How many did Jasmine get?
1.
Oh, baby, let's go. I got a leg up already.
Good luck, Tucker.
Step
number 1.
March 9 large seeds in the Super Bowl.
9 large seeds.
Super Bowl. I'm gonna use a big old bowl for this. Lord knows why the word March is there, but 9 large seeds tells me I'm gonna need 9 of something.
March 9 large eggs. Crack 9 large eggs into a large bowl.
Wait a minute, a seed. Like maybe an egg? An egg is a seed.
Is it? Okay.
I'm so indecisive just as a human, so I think that this is both the best and worst possible show for me.
I think seeds are eggs because science.
I'm just gonna do 9 eggs in this bowl and we're going for it. Sure, why not? Wow, we're crushing it, aren't we?
I think it's eggs. So now I'm gonna march 9 large seeds into my Super Bowl.
We have our 9 large seeds in the Super Bowl, and I think March would be whip it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Directions number 2.
Add a pinch of salt and mix until the pepper whites and onions are combined and no pepper whites remain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Add a pinch of salt. I could do that. Salt, I think, is salt.
Okay, a pinch of salt, I mean, in my personal language, that would mean just add salt. The pepper whites are the whites of the egg and the onions are the yolk of the egg. Mix that egg within an inch of its life, is what I'm hearing. Okay, here we go. A pinch of salt, and we're mixing it until those pepper whites and onions are combined.
Pinch of salt. Mix until the pepper whites and onions are combined. I think that means whisk until smooth and no streaks of egg whites are seen. But do I add pepper?
Pepper, salt and pepper. When you're making eggs, you add salt and pepper. Ooh, everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. Pepper whites, white pepper. Okay, here we go. We're adding some pepper as well. And you know what? The word onion has to be there for a reason.
So you don't think any onions or pepper need to go into this?
Well, I just feel like if onions were meant to be in here, it would have told me the amount.
Pepper whites and onions. I'm thinking like an onion powder. Couldn't be horrible. Garlic powder. Maybe onion powder is garlic powder. Little garlic powder. Look at that confidence. Did you see me pick up the garlic powder and put it right in there? We're gonna stir until no pepper whites remain.
All right, this looks pretty good. Step number 3. On a separate plate,
I haven't even used a plate yet.
mix 1.5 teaspoon bottle with 1/2 cup water. Let it melt.
I want to let you know that you only get 1 clue.
I thought it was 2.
We are not part of this. We didn't decide.
I demand justice in the comments. Justice!
Mixing makes me think bowl. Even though it says plate, I'm going bowl. We're putting water in. Fantastic. Is there a water source as well? Oh, yes, the sink, which we knew. So I'm just gonna start with what I know right up top. 1/2 cup of water. Here we go. Okay, so that's 1/2 cup water.
Bottle, container. Liquid, oil, water. But already have water, so not water.
Bottle, baby bottle, milk. Or maybe bottle is, this is a bottle right here.
How's Tucker doing on this step?
Stop. No, I have to use a hint up top. I'm gonna use a hint, and I'm feeling so confident about that. I'm gonna use a hint. May I take a hint from Kelly? Okay, how's the hint gonna be presented to me? Rhyme it.
This ingredient shares its name with a drink, and you can also use it to clean your sink.
Whoa, bleach. No, I'm kidding. What do you clean your sink with? Corn starch, I wouldn't drink that. Baking powder, baking soda. Soda, I drink soda. And baking soda you use when you bake things. Right? So we have the 1/2 cup of water. We're mixing in 1.5 teaspoons in there.
Bottle, shots. Bottle, soda bottle, bottle cap, baking soda. I think bottle is baking soda.
How would I have ever gotten there without that hint?
Wow, word association really does come in clutch. I would have never gotten it if I didn't do that shot.
I think let it melt could be just mix it together. If I just had the basic knowledge of cooking, I would be like, oh, when you use baking soda, you blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I don't even have that. So I feel like I'm at an unfair advantage.
I'm doing 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and a 1/2 cup of water. And now I let it melt.
Okay, so step 4.
Beat the beaten box and remove bubbles with the tell me.
Beat the beaten box. Beat the eggs more.
Maybe I use this.
And remove bubbles with a tell me. Huh. What's a tell me? I'm just gonna make sure that this doesn't have any bubbles. And that has more bubbles than I've ever seen before.
This is the only thing I've made so far with bubbles, and I think I need to remove the bubbles by straining it. So that is what I'm gonna do.
A tell me is obviously a whisk. If you know anything about cooking, you'd know that. I'm over this indecision. We're going for it. We're putting that in there. We're beating the beaten box and removing the bubbles. It seems like the more I beat it, the more bubbles happen.
I don't think I've actually ever had a recipe to tell me to remove the bubbles from the egg.
Do you think Tucker got this?
For some reason, I feel like Tucker's really nailing it.
Okay, we're removing the bubbles. It seems like the more oh boy, we're getting a little dirty over here.
Step number 5. The refined sieve. Strain the potatoes into a bowl when they are alone. Something has not gone right.
Okay, we're gonna strain using the strainer. No, we have potatoes down there. Oh, Lord. What are you doing over here?
Oh, combine this and make it bubble?
I think I'm confident about the eggs. I'm just gonna strain the potatoes into a bowl.
I think I already did that. When they're alone, set to the side.
Is Jasmine going like so much faster than me? Am I being annoying right now? When they are alone, these potatoes are alone right now. Yeah, I'm gonna save this little potato water just in case. You don't wanna get rid of your potato water too soon. Step 6, insert the parchment paper.
Into the 8-inch panel.
I mean, step 6 is a game changer.
Parchment paper is either parchment paper, wax paper, or aluminum foil.
That is so chef's kiss easy. Parchment paper, got it. 8-inch panel. It's gotta be just a pan?
Panel. Does that refer to a cake tin, a square tin?
8-inch panel. Do we want to make something circular or do we want to make something square? Like this, I'd be able to see the side and see the layers. I think we're just gonna go with that. This, I'm like, you can't put that in an oven, right? It would melt.
I'm gonna go with this red square one. Insert the parchment paper. There is parchment paper.
So that's the parchment paper right there. Should I cut it so it looks a little nicer?
Okay, I will cut this and insert my parchment paper.
So you're feeling really confident about this.
Oh, no.
So we put the parchment paper down in there. 8-inch panel, parchment paper, let's go.
This is good. Step number 7.
We're moving on to step 7.
Pour the mixture into the prepared bowl, then cover with glue. Make a small hole with a toothpick. It has 2 holes. What has happened? Was I supposed to combine these?
That we will do. Okay, pour the mixture into the prepared bowls. What is happening over here? Which one is the mixture?
I think I was supposed to combine these. So what I'm gonna do is combine them.
I think the glue is a clear food wrap, and the toothpick, we just do a little 2 stabs at the top just to let it breathe. We're not trying to suffocate any potatoes here.
I will now pour the mixture into the prepared bowl.
I feel like these 2 have to be combined at one point. Or do I want to save the potatoes for later? And who the hell knows what we're doing with that? Okay.
Then cover with glue. I think it's either more parchment or saran.
We're gonna be bacon or something. We're putting that in there. I'm just gonna cover it without the potatoes yet. The potatoes are off to the side. Okay, this is the prepared mixture in the 8-inch bowl.
My glue is saran wrap.
Part of the challenge is just getting this off of here. Okay, there we go. And we're poking it with a couple toothpicks. Scuba-da-boop, scuba-da-boop.
All right, yeah, baby. I'm gonna make 2 holes with the toothpick.
Okay, we're moving on.
Step number 8.
Fill a large pot 1/3 full with water and put the steamer on high ground.
I think this means to fill a large pot 1/3 of the way with water and add a steamer over high heat.
Couldn't be more clear.
I feel pretty okay.
Let's just examine our heating surfaces right now.
Look, a steamer. I mean, I guess it is a large pot.
1/3 with water. This thing is quite the contraption.
A pot?
That's a pot. That's a pot if I've ever seen one. We're going to the sink. And put the steamer on high ground. Steamer? What am I doing? This is a steamer!
I have filled my large pot a third of the way with water. The steamer is on high ground, which I did over high heat, and it is now boiling.
I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and then what I'm putting inside, only God knows.
So let's move on to the next step.
Step 9,
We take the bread and eat it.
cook for 10 minutes until tender.
I don't understand.
Now starting to think that I should have combined the potatoes with this because like you wanna cook the potatoes and the egg.
Am I steaming some bread?
Which one is the bread?
Am I steaming that?
Like what, do I put this inside for 10 minutes and steam it?
I think I need a hint.
Do you want to use your one hint here?
Hint! Katie, and I want you to...
You were already on the right track.
Are you kidding?
Boo! You can't boo every time someone sings on this show.
That water, that water.
I guess I was on the right track. I'm gonna be adding my 8-inch panel to my steamer here. I have a feeling Tucker honestly won't even need hints.
Okay, I think that I need a hint, and I'd love it from Mimo. Here we go, here we go. Get your Meryl Streep on, Mimo. I'm thinking we gotta put the potatoes inside because we have to cook both the eggs and the potatoes.
Don't look at
She went, she like started to nod or shake head and then turned it into a full circle just so I had no idea what she meant. At this point in time, I no longer care when, who, how they're cooked. I just wanna make sure this thing is cooked, okay? So we're adding the potatoes in. At the end of the day, we just wanna make this edible, okay? So we're putting that in there. Okay, 10 minutes on the clock.
It's been 10 minutes. It looks good.
So this has been cooking a little longer than 10 minutes. Begs the question, did it take longer because I wasn't supposed to add the potatoes? Oh, we did it. Okay, I think I'm on the right path. I think Jasmine's looks identical to this, and I think the final result looks incredibly similar to this.
Step number 10.
It will be very cold, then shape into 1-inch balls.
Remove and chill. So I think it will be very cold means take it out and let it cool.
Maybe that just means like pop it in the fridge or freezer because it's gotta cool down.
If I'm losing my mind, Tucker's probably losing his mind too.
So we're gonna put it in a freezer.
I think I'm gonna put this in the fridge first and then we'll shape them into 1-inch balls.
Okay, this is looking mighty cold.
It is now very cold.
Let's move on to the second part of step 10.
Shape into 1-inch balls.
1-inch balls. Oh, what is this? A melon baller. We're just gonna scoop and plate, scoop and plate. That can't possibly be right.
So I'm gonna cut these into 1-inch cubes.
I mean, we gotta take it out of there.
I'm gonna flip this.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of the color. It's gray from oxidization, I suppose.
What does 1-inch balls mean? Oh my gosh. We're just gonna cut and we're cutting it like a pie. So we're gonna move on to the next step. 1-inch balls, I say no to that. Step 11.
Heater 1 of sesame oil over high heat. Add the chicken yolk and cook until browned on both sides. 5 minutes total.
And to think that I was doing so well.
Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna be heating up some oil over high heat.
We're bringing back the pan.
I think my chicken yolk is my egg, but if it's over high heat, it can't be sesame oil because that's usually a finishing oil. So, not sesame oil. Both sides makes me feel better because I didn't ball it. Balls have no sides. Science.
You think Tucker's putting this together?
Probably. Tucker's so smart.
A sphere doesn't have more than one side, so what's both sides mean? All I know is that we have to add 1 sesame oil.
I'll go with olive oil. Let me heat this up. Now I'm gonna add in my chicken yolks and I am gonna brown them on both sides about 5 minutes.
So we are going to slide this in there. That's not moving the way I thought it would. We're just gonna put in these. Both sides means that I have to somehow flip this, which will be fun.
While this is cooking, I'm gonna move on to the next step.
Step 12. Meanwhile, combine in a bowl, small bowl.
Half teaspoon paprika, half teaspoon white sesame seeds,
1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon ground cumin,
1/4 teaspoon dried garlic, 1/4 teaspoon red pepper, 1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika,
and 1/4 teaspoon salco.
Small bowl.
In a small bowl. We have
There's
so
so
many
many
ingredients
ingredients.
here that we're working with, and all of them are, to me, English words that make sense.
Wait, let me just check on these. I don't want it to.
Definitely time to flip, so I'm coming back to that.
Cute. The color is getting better.
It's bubbling in a way I don't like.
Smells good.
You know what? I don't care how you think this looks. This is about to taste good with all its seasoning.
Half teaspoon paprika. I do think paprika is paprika.
Half teaspoon of paprika.
Half teaspoon white sesame seeds, which are here. Let's go with white sesame seed.
1/2 teaspoon white sesame. So we're gonna do half teaspoon of white sesame.
Next, we have 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. I'm gonna do garlic powder.
1/4 garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder.
1/4 teaspoon ground cumin. I do think it's cumin.
Ground cumin. I don't think I know what cumin is, really.
1/4 teaspoon dried garlic. I think that's minced onion.
Garlic powder. Wait, I just did that. We'll come back.
1/4 teaspoon red pepper is 1/4 teaspoon cayenne.
Not like red pepper flakes.
No.
Red pepper is just red pepper flakes, so we're just gonna do a little of that.
1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, but I already put in paprika. I'm gonna go with another 1/4 teaspoon of paprika.
Half teaspoon of smoked paprika.
Put paprika in already, and then you put more paprika, but smoked paprika.
We didn't catch that, did we?
A 1/4 teaspoon of salco, which I think is salt.
Salco. Salt. Salco. So I think salco is salt and pepper, because salt, and the co is kind of just, when you say it really fast, salt and pepper, salco.
The thing is, I lost my confidence a while ago, so now I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Step 13.
Add the onion mix and cook for another minute.
This is an onion mix. Did we have any form of onion in there?
Dang, onion mix? I feel like I have to coat it all first and throw it back in there. So I'm gonna take my eggs, adding in my onion mix, giving it a good toss. I'm gonna add everything back into my pan and cook for another minute.
But this is obviously, this has to go inside, right? So we're gonna sprinkle this on top, cook for another minute. So I'm gonna add a little more oil because I don't want the bottom to burn.
Right now, Tucker's probably looks amazing or really chaotic.
Now look at that kind of moving around here.
Last step, it is easy. Nana.
They did say it is easy, which I beg to differ.
It was pretty hard.
Serve it up and hope Nana lives to see another day.
It is easy. Transfer to plate. Ta-da, Nana.
Final thoughts, everything is cooked. And so for that, I am blessed. Hello! How are you?
Much shorter than you. How about you? It was very rough.
It was rough.
Maybe for the both of us, but I'm excited to see what you made.
I'm so excited. I wonder if they look similar or not.
Open your eyes.
Oh, wow.
That looks incredible.
That looks incredible too. So clearly we have all kinds of hot bread here. I am excited to see the original dish. Shall we bring it out?
Let's bring it out.
Open your eyes.
Oh, wow!
Jasmine!
Wow, I am not gonna lie, I'm very shocked. So what is this dish?
Based on a viral recipe that they found on TikTok, we're calling it viral Chinese steamed eggs.
I'm dying to try. Is that allowed in this?
Absolutely. All right, let's give it a
Okay,
try.
let's go for it. Cheers!
Mmm.
You are lying to everyone. It's not horrible.
Literally, it's eggs and potatoes. It's really good. Do you want to try mine?
Thank you, I would be honored.
Cheers.
Bite size, thank you.
It's a seasoned egg. It's good.
It is beautiful.
All right, let's give this one a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's really good.
That's really good, but you're not far off at all.
I think we did good. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Tucker, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And if you want to check out some Lost in Translation merch, check out shopbuzzfeed.com and tune in next week for more surprises. Bye!
Should we do a little glam shots? Don't get too close with the glam shots. I think you need to try Jasmine's.
Do we need to?
Mimo, eat it!
I really like the potato.
Thank you.
Bottle service.
Let me just tell everyone, I have an over 200-day Duolingo streak.
Open oven, take out my crust, pour caramel over my crust.
Yeah! Hey guys, it's me, Katie, and this is another episode of Lost in Translation. Why am I dressed up as an egg? Because it is a very special Halloween episode. Ooh. As always, we take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate. It goes from English to Korean to Sudanese and many, many, many more until finally back to English to give us this hilariously translated recipe. Does anyone think Jasmine is getting too good at this? Yes, me too. So today, I have her facing off against a professional pastry chef. Will her experience as a professional pastry chef give her the leg up, or will Jasmine's translation expertise get her the win? Let's find out. Go.
Okay.
Thank you. Also, you guys might notice that Kelly's not here today. We got a surprise call from her yesterday and she's having her baby. Ah! All the love to you. If you want to spread the love to her, put it in the comments below. We wish her and the Page family all the best.
We miss you, Kelly!
Thank you.
Okay, let's do it. A scary bike.
How do you eat a bike? I don't know. This is just too much to process for food.
Step number 1.
Step 1, 350 fire in the oven.
I know that one. Preheat the oven to 350.
So I think 350 fire in the oven can only mean preheat the oven to 350.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go do that.
Flour tip. Put 2 cups of sandwich flour in a meat grinder until smooth. Add 4 tablespoons of oil and stir.
Put 2 cups of, I would assume, all-purpose flour. Bread flour? I'm just gonna go with regular flour.
I'm really scared going up against a pastry chef today. I might hop on this scary bike and right away. Bread flour, all-purpose flour, and cake flour. Cake flour.
4 tablespoons of oil. I feel like that's actually butter. Unsalted butter, maybe? So I think meat grinder means blender.
In a meat grinder until smooth. I'm gonna add 2 cups of sandwich flour to my meat grinder here, and I'm getting it really nice and smooth. Confidence level currently is at a 3. We'll build it. We'll build it.
I think right now we're making a pie dough. Add 4 tablespoons of oil, which I think is butter. Stir.
4 tablespoons of oil and stir. Butter, but I feel like it's oil. I do feel like it's oil. I'll do canola. 4 tablespoons though? This doesn't feel right. Well, I've certainly stirred, and now it is resisting. Given how I feel, a hint at this moment is quite necessary, and I want it from Mimo. And Mimo is going to dry it. Wow, this is quite good. A lamp shelf. Oh, it's a person. It's you! It's butter. This is the second masterpiece from Lost in Translation Season 2. Comment below why you deserve this art piece and we will send it to you personally signed. Because Katie says I can't undo this step, I'm just gonna have to move forward with my oily flour. When I make pies, I use cold butter and I pulse it in a food processor. Stir.
I think that's good. Let's see what's next.
Step number 3.
Pour batter into 8 cake pan.
I have no batter.
Click below and go towards the activity tray.
Transfer the pie crust into a baking dish and push against the sides.
8 cake pan. This is not cake. Pie pan? That looks like it might be 8 inches. It's not a pie pan, but it's a tart pan. Click below and go towards the activity tray. I do not know what that could mean. You know what? We're just gonna flour this a little bit. Pour batter. This is not ready.
Ooh, tart. I have a feeling that it's going to be the tart pan, and I'm going towards the activity tray, which means adding it to my baking dish here, and I'm pushing it against the edges of the dish.
I think I need to stop and take a hint. Hint box. Let's do Mimo. Sing it.
You made your batter. It's made of flour. So go ahead and use your batter then.
Oh, okay. I think that means pour it out and knead the dough.
This looks good, even though it's the most oily pie crust I've ever made. I am putting holes in the crust so it has some room to breathe.
Click, click. You use your fingers, right? Click, click. Push it into the pan. Knead this into a dough. This feels like it's not coming together like it would be a pie dough.
Step number 4, add the mixture to the flavor and leave it for 12 minutes.
Remove a wire rack to cool.
Okay, so I think this is my mixture. The flavor is the oven, and we're gonna cook for 12 minutes, and then afterwards, we'll remove it to a wire rack to cool.
I must have missed something somewhere. I need to put water in here. We're just gonna do that until it becomes a dough. Before I had every expectation of failing, but now I'm failing harder than I thought. This is embarrassing. I swear I bake better than this.
I will be right back.
So we're gonna roll this out. We're gonna put it in there. Click below and go towards the activity tray. So I think that means push it in the pan. I'm just gonna take off the top. Since I decided that this is a tart, we're just gonna dock it. We're gonna bake it for 12 minutes now.
Step number 5. Mix a 1/4 cup water and 1 cup sugar in a small bowl.
Leave on the fire so it does not dissolve.
They are placed in the electrified syrup for 10 minutes.
I feel like this makes more sense to me. We're mixing 1 cup sugar and a 1/4 cup of water. Leave on fire, which could mean the stove. Are we making caramel?
Saucepan. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup water. Sugar, I think, is just granulated sugar. So a cup of that. Leave on the fire so it does not dissolve. I think, although contradicting itself, I do think it's stir until dissolve. You're not supposed to stir water and sugar, but I'm just getting the lump of it gone.
I don't want to touch it because then it'll crystallize. So you kind of have to let sugar and water do its thing.
Step number 6. As soon as the sugar is completely dissolved, immediately add 1/2 cup of flour and mix. Carefully pour in 1/2 cup of the cream all at once.
I don't like this anymore.
Oh my. Okie dokie. Cream, I think, is heavy cream. Flour, I think, might be flour.
Why would you add flour? I really think being a pastry chef is hindering my ability to process this.
Smelling this step has made me realize we're probably making caramel. So for immediately add 1/2 cup of flour, I think it's to add 1/2 cup of caramels. First, my 1/2 cup cream, I've chosen heavy whipping cream. I've added my cream, now I'm gonna remove it from the heat. I'm gonna use the residual heat to melt down my caramels. So now I am going to mix.
I need a hint, so I'm picking Katie.
Oh my God. Earlier, it was known as oil, and sometimes it's wrapped in foil.
Butter. So I got my butter. Sugar and water is electrified. Butter's melted, and then we're gonna put cream.
Next step while I stir,
Step 7,
remove the pan from the oven.
and stir in red salt is blood.
Oh, okay. Wait. No.
So remove the pan from the oven, which is the pie pan, which has been baking.
I'm removing pan from heat, and I'm gonna stir in red food coloring.
You sure? Take a look.
Red salt is blood, which I know has to be caramel now. This is the red blood, and I'm gonna put this in the tart pan.
Oh my gosh, is it hot tamales? I think red salt is red food coloring, and this will be our blood. I'm just gonna add until I think it's blood colored.
So I think stir is pour, caramel is blood.
While I stir, I'm gonna move on to the next step.
Step 8,
Sprinkle blood candy on biscuits are the end and put in the freezer if you want.
if you want.
Do I want?
I'm just gonna see what we have. It could be anything.
Oh, is my biscuit my tart crust?
Scary. Black licorice is pretty scary.
I love black licorice.
What is red that you can sprinkle?
Wait, I think it might be shortbread on a shortbread crust. I find myself a little puzzled. So I think it calls for the hint box. The hint box. All right, Katie, I would like you to act it! Open oven, take out my crust, pour caramel over my crust. Yeah!
Hot tamales. You know what? I think it's hot tamales. I don't know why. It's red, it's candy. None of this makes sense. It's gonna look like a bicycle wheel. I don't think bike is bike, but I'm making it bike.
So now I'm sprinkling my blood candy all in. Oh yeah, this looks good. Since I want to, I am gonna put this in the freezer.
Do I want to? I think I do, to cool it down and let it set. So we're gonna put it in the freezer an undetermined amount of time. We're just gonna say like 30 minutes?
Step number 9, Tato iced chocolate.
6 ounces chocolate and a 1/2 bat butter in a bowl.
1/2 bat, 1/2 cup, 1/2 stick of butter.
This is a bat?
Why is that a bat?
Bat, baseball, stick. Baseball bat, stick, 1/2 stick, butter.
And then we need 6 ounces of chocolate. This is a nice medium semi-sweet chocolate.
Chocolate, but what kind of chocolate? Ooh, dark, semi-sweet. I think that would be semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I'm gonna do 1/2 a bat of butter.
6 ounces. I'm gonna cut this in half, cut it down.
Step number 10.
Heat a small saucepan over medium heat or
Pour in 2/3 cup cream until it fevers.
What do you mean, or?
Fevers probably means it gets really hot. So I'm gonna get a small saucepan. We're making ganache. Could only be ganache.
All right, so I think 2/3 cup cream is 2/3 cup heavy whipping cream. Into the saucepan it goes. I'm just gonna put this on the heat until it comes to a simmer.
So I'm just heating the 2/3 cup of cream until it fevers. So I'm just gonna wait till this gets steamy.
Step number 11, pour the hot oil into a bowl with the chocolate. Let stand for 5 minutes,
Then stir until smooth, shiny, and smooth again.
I love that. Okay, so I think this is my hot oil, and I'm gonna pour this over my butter and chocolate and let it sit.
Pour the hot oil, which is the hot cream. It just means to let it melt. We're gonna cover it 5 minutes, then we're gonna stir.
I'm just gonna cover this up so it melts a little faster.
I'm a huge chocolate fan. The fact that this is chocolate and caramel, I am stoked.
I think I'm making some sort of ganache.
So it has to be like double smooth.
All right, let's move on to the next step.
Step 12, top the ganache is the name with caramel shells and spread evenly. Ice for 10 minutes.
This guy here, Ganache is his name. I'm gonna go get my blood pie. I'm gonna pour this on top of it, which is the caramel shells, spread it evenly, and then back to the freezer for 10 minutes.
We top the ganache over the caramel shell, which is the tart. Spread it evenly. Ice has to mean chill. We're gonna put that in the refrigerator and chill it. Ice for 10 minutes.
Step number 13, make the web page.
Place 2 cups, this is foam, in a large bowl for the microwave.
And cook for 20 to 40 seconds to soften the balls, stirring occasionally.
This is gonna be fun.
We're making marshmallows.
Oh, this has to be marshmallows because they're foamy.
Well, is there anything there that's like foamy?
I don't want to look because I have to my gut.
Mini marshmallows, big marshmallows, Cool Whip, Jet Puff. I mean, these are foamy. I've never microwaved marshmallow, but I've always wanted to. So I think for that reason alone, we've got to do that.
I think Heather definitely chose marshmallows. And I have a feeling Heather is really nailing this.
We're not gonna measure it.
Now I'm gonna soften these balls in the microwave in 20 to 40 second intervals.
So now we're going to microwave this for 20, 30 seconds.
Step number 14, let the margarine stand for a few minutes, then lift it, press it, and rub it with your fingers, creating a fluffy effect. They put it on the author.
Margarine.
So I think this is my margarine. I'm gonna let it stand for a few minutes to cool slightly.
I need a hint, and I'm gonna get it from Mimo.
Yeah!
It is a bowl, and then you're mixing and you're pooling, spreading. Oh, we're stretching it! We're stretching it with our hands! We're stretching the marshmallow!
Create a fluffy effect, lift it, press it, rub it. Wow, that looks so good.
This is perfect. Keep my hands cold. Oh, this is very weird but satisfying.
I've never done anything like this before, but this is quite fun. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
It's a spider web.
This is a lot messier actually than I thought it was gonna be, but this works. And I'm now gonna go wash my hands. Step number 15.
Prepare the arachnid.
Sprinkle the black licorice slices with the sliced licorice and stir in the sliced licorice. Stir in the onions and stir in the onions.
There's a lot of licorice and onions in this.
So I'm gonna be making a spider.
It's clearly a spider.
Sprinkle the black licorice slices. I do feel like I saw some licorice.
Black licorice. Ooh, yeah.
Onions, garlic, bulb, Whoppers! Maybe Whoppers with little legs coming out?
So sprinkling has to be just placing. Stir in the onions. No onions in this. Stir, we can say cut. We're gonna cut little legs.
I think this is licorice number 1 and licorice number 2. And I think sliced licorice is these legs. I must cut them into little legs. We got an arachnid.
There's my 2 spiders.
I've never had black licorice before.
What? Wait, you've never had black licorice? What? No.
Why does it taste like medicine?
Step number 16. Almond paste with chocolate to cover the body.
And send the chocolate to the head so that the stars are scattered in the center.
Excuse me?
I thought I made the body. but it's not good enough, I see.
Almond paste to cover the body. I actually think this means to like add just a little dot to the body. There's also raisins. Oh, maybe the raisin. I'm not putting raisins in my dessert. That's ridiculous. Oh, there is sprinkles.
Chocolate covered almonds make sense for the body because I don't have to mold anything.
I do think the second half is to sprinkle on some sprinkles. All right, it's happening. Oh, it's cute.
And then the stars are scattered in the center. Sprinkles. We're gonna go back to these guys. I'm putting chocolate chips on the body because these are the stars scattered in the center. I am on the last line.
Explore and enjoy. I'm gonna plate it.
I think that means you're done. We're gonna pull it out of the pan. It looks like a cheesy pizza.
You zombie.
Explore and enjoy.
Explore and enjoy. Oh, I'm done.
So curious to see what Heather's looks like. You did it.
I did it, and that was really stressful.
I'm excited to see what you made. Let's bring our dishes out before we see the original dish. Oh God, I really want to know what you chose for foamy balls.
And open your eyes.
Oh! Yours is bleeding. Wow.
Well, I'm happy we did the marshmallow thing similarly.
Yes.
I was very nervous about that, and it was quite messy.
Did you use the bowl of ice water underneath?
No, did you?
You did phenomenal, and I would definitely hire you.
Wow, thank you. Shall we bring out the original dish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! We did great!
This is so good. Yes.
What is this called?
We call this Spooky Spider.
So where did you find this recipe?
We were inspired by some things online, but Mimo actually told us about the marshmallow web thing.
So let's try each other's, and then we'll try the original dish. I like the blood look, nice and gory.
I think we should try yours first, for sure. It's ultra caramel.
Now can we try yours?
If we have to.
Wait.
Yes.
Gummy hot tamale.
Yes.
I was like, texture. Spicy.
It's a fun surprise.
We've tried them both. Shall we try the original recipe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's red inside.
Wow.
Cheers.
So smooth.
Proper.
That ganache.
I did shad.
What? No, I think overall we did really good. Look how similar these all
They
are.
are similar, though, yeah.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Heather, thank you so much for joining us on this special Halloween episode. And everyone, make sure to tune in next week because we have an exciting season finale. See ya! Can I have a meditation break?
Meditation break.
If you wanna
Already?
turn-
You haven't even looked at it.
I need Kelly singing.
She's too busy screaming right now.
Welcome back. We should name our hot plate.
I'm excited that I just get to leave this for Mimo.
What did you do?
Hey guys, welcome to the season 2 finale of Lost in Translation.
Woo!
As always, we take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate. It goes from English to French to Japanese and many, many, many more, and finally back to English to give us a hilariously translated recipe.
As promised, we got lots of surprises. Today we are doing a Lost in Translation relay. So this is how it's gonna work. We're all gonna be tackling different parts of the same recipe, not knowing what the person before us did.
You might have noticed Kelly's not here. She had her baby.
Woo!
Leave her some love in the comments.
We really, really miss you, Kelly, but we have a special guest helping us out today. She is our friend and fellow producer, Lauren!
Hey guys!
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here for the season finale to torture you. But for now, get in your places.
Okay, wow, I guess. I'm going first, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right, are you ready, Katie?
I'm not. The president of Pants, Lauren. How many hints do I get?
Well, the three of you guys get one hint.
Like a shared hint?
Yeah, so if you use your hint, Mimo and Jasmine can't use theirs. If you use your hint, then like they're kind of screwed.
Great. Let's just do it. Let's just get started. Step 1, meditate to 400. Oil, 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 and direct with the art newspaper. Oil, 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 oil. Meditate to 400 makes me think like preheat the oven to 400. So I'm just gonna deal with the first thing and I'm gonna preheat an oven to 400. Newspaper might be like parchment. We need to get our parchment and we need to get oil or butter. Oil, spray, 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 spray. Whatever I do here is gonna be huge. and I'm tempted to take a hint, but the girls are gonna be so mad. I think newspaper is parchment paper. It's really risky to take a hint here. I mean, like, I could get a lot of backlash. Is it selfish? Maybe I just oil paper.
Have you done this before?
No, I've never done this. I think I'm gonna use the hint.
Really?
I'm gonna use the only hint, Lauren, and you have to draw it.
Ooh!
Box, sheet pan. Oh my God. Put parchment on a sheet pan with oil. Yeah! They're gonna kill me. So I'm gonna do a full sheet. Gonna oil this. Wow, I feel bad, like I should have maybe just like guessed that. But it could have been those, but it didn't say circle. I don't know. Step 2, get the answer. The snow is divided and there is a woman of 7 large beds into 2 large bags. Okay, the snow is divided is making me think that it's sugar divided. No, I'm thinking powdered sugar. Or could it be like an egg is divided, but it doesn't say how many. Maybe divided is like it's 7 large eggs. Whites, the egg whites are divided from the 7 large beds. 2 large bowls. 2 large bags is 2 large bowls. 7 large ladies. Their snow is divided, egg whites are divided into 2 large bowls. I feel good, I'm gonna move forward with that. Step number 3, using a wall connector, hit the blank potatoes with tender, excellent speed for 6 to 7 minutes until Phil's words appear. Who is Phil?
Who is Phil?
We may never know. Wall connector, I think I wonder if I need to beat them, but do I need to beat both of them? Blank potatoes, blank white, egg whites, blank potatoes, egg whites. Is Phil's words. Phil. Does he climb mountains? Is it stiff peaks? I'm gonna whip these for 6 to 7 minutes until I see Phil. It's gonna take a while. Phil's words, done. Step 4, engage 1.5 cups of You Got Soccer to the bowl with the fruit and hit on average until it is a bleak color and you are exaggerating. 3 to 4 minutes. You're exaggerating. No, I am not. This is hard. There's fruits. Soccer makes me think of ball. There's also lemons, which is common in a dessert, which now I do think we're making. Soccer ball. I think we're gonna beat the eggs till they're like a weird, like a light yellow color. Are the eggs the fruit? The egg yolks are the fruit, but You Got Soccer? Is that You Got Sugar? Soccer is You Got Sugar because I just want to beat these eggs with sugar. And now I'm gonna do it till it's a bleak color. So I think like a pale color. I think bleak is pale. It looks pretty bleak right now. My whole feeling is pretty bleak. Perfect. Step 5, keep the blender running on tender low power. The river adds half a glass of water and mix until I love you. Then add 1/2 cup of oil and mix and match well. River adds 1/2 glass of water. I don't want to add water, but maybe I should. Ooh, a little whole milk hanging out here, all on its lonesome. I think some milk to this would be great. This could be wrong. I'm so sure of myself right now, and then I'm not. Tender low on low speed, the river adds 1/2 glass of water and then mix in 1/2 cup of oil. I don't know, this looks pretty. I like it, and I won't have to deal with it in about 3 steps. Step 6, install a good filter over the jam and be ready in 1 3/4 cups plus 2 tablespoons of cake powder, 1 teaspoon of multiplier, 2 tablespoons of blood powder, and a boot of kosher salt. Oh, a boot. I think a boot's a pinch. I think it's take jam and put it through a sieve. And then 1 teaspoon of multiplier? No idea. It sounds like a video game. 2 tablespoons of blood powder, which I've seen a lot of beet stuff over here. Could be this beet powder. It could be more beet. What's the difference? Blood powder, could that also be chocolate? Okay, I see jams here. Wait, how much jam? Oh no, this is bad. I'm gonna sift in cake powder, 1 teaspoon of multiplier. A multiplier makes it bigger, it multiplies it, it makes it larger. It's either baking soda or baking powder because it makes it rise, maybe. I'm only seeing baking powder here. I'm not seeing baking soda. And 2 tablespoons of blood powder. I'm skipping that for a second. And a boot of kosher salt. I think it's a pinch of kosher salt. Blood powder, blood powder. I'm just gonna go with beet powder. Oh well, okay. It's really nice that I get to leave the room after this and not have to finish what I started. Step 7, add lightness until it's completely patted and feathered 1 to 2 minutes. Oh, add lightness until it's completely incorporated into this. Am I mixing it again? I'm gonna fold it in. First I'm gonna just mix this together, even if this isn't correct, but it just feels weird that it's sitting on top and it needs to be mixed. That looks good, that's mixed. Actually, not hating the color. I'm gonna add this to it. Perfect, looks great. Never seen anything like this before. I'm sorry for any culinary people out there going like, what? I'm excited that I just get to leave this for Mimo. Okay, step 8, she slowly moves up into the crab using a financial rubber. Okay, I think this is the crab using a financial rubber. I think I may have already done this. Oh, maybe add the lightness was add like all the sifted ingredients. I think, I think I'm gonna leave. I think it's time for me to tap out. Put me out of my misery, bring Mimo in, and let her know that I use this. That's what I'm leaving her with. See you next, Mimo. Mimo!
Why am I closing my eyes?
Right here.
What did you do? The president of pants. Step 9, gooey in a stew pot, and this is an equal distribution. So gooey is this. Am I committed to this? I'm gonna assume Katie made a smart decision in picking this, but I'm just gonna trust my partner. I'm gonna dump this and distribute it equally. And now we're gonna distribute it. Based on this gooey concoction, I cannot say I'm set up for success. For that reason, I'm concerned. Step 10, bread in 15 minutes until he takes a deep breath and the intermittent toothpaste is pure. Open the oven, and how much is this? This has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna let Jasmine take care of it. What does that mean? I'm just concerned, do I bake this or chill it? Because this oven is on, we're gonna go ahead and bake this for 15 minutes and we'll see what we come up with. Step 11, while the snow cake, prepare the cookie. In a medium pitcher, connect 1 3/4 cup of milk, 1 package of the vanilla, 3 tablespoons of thinks, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Hit and hold. While the cake bakes, prepare the frosting. Medium pitcher and a medium bowl. Oh, look at that, we have a medium bowl. It's not milk. There's no way it can be milk, because if it's milk, do we have heavy whipping cream? Because I do not see it. I see milk. We have vanilla, I see vanilla. We have condensed milk. I see a lot of beets. Wait, do I get any hints?
No.
Do I get any hints? Well, how many hints as a group do we get?
You, of the 3 of you guys, only get 1 hint.
Did she use it already? You did?
I think I'm gonna use the hand.
I made sure we got the right pan.
All right, guys. I guess I'll move on with no hint. Since we don't have heavy cream, we're gonna stick with milk. 1 3/4 cup of milk. Okay, 1 package of vanilla. Oh, that's a package of vanilla packaged in the pot. Oh, you're gonna cook it. You're making pastry cream. 3 tablespoons of thanks. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you. Sugar. And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So we're gonna add cornstarch and sugar. It's pretty much pastry cream. And I'm hoping and praying the next step is cook it. Step 12. I just see cooked. Step 12, cooked and brought over medium-high heat. It always goes on with a tablespoon of flour until special, 4 to 5 minutes. Thank goodness we're cooking this because I would not want to eat raw cornstarch. Always goes on until special. And one thing about pastry cream is it always goes on. You have to whisk it while you're cooking it because you don't want it to burn on the bottom. We're gonna add our milk mixture into this pot. And for the 1 tablespoon of flour, we're adding 1 tablespoon of butter, and we're gonna whisk it constantly. I'm gonna keep whisking this until it gets thick and very special. Step 13, remove the heat source and move 4 tablespoons of not salt until simple. Be calm. So I forgot something. The heat source, remove from heat, not salted butter. Be calm. All right, we're gonna add more butter because like we say in Tasty, more butter is better. I feel like I missed something in the previous step where it said 1 tablespoon of flour, but now that it's fully cooked, I can't really add more flour because it will taste not great. So we're gonna make a cornstarch slurry and add it and cook it a tiny bit more to thicken it up. That way Jasmine has something to work with. See, it's already getting thicker. I'm feeling much more confident and I feel like I'm setting Jasmine up for success. All right, I'm done, and now it's up to Jasmine to take us to a home run. Let's go get Jasmine.
3, 2, 1.
What is that?
The president of pants. Step number 14. While the cold cookie, cut the ball. Remove the ball from the skin and set aside. Use a 2-inch spinning cookie to hand make as many parties as possible. I feel like I'm being asked to complete a math problem, but I don't know what the problem is. I've only seen a little bit of the work. Oh, cut the ball. Remove the ball from the skin and set aside. And I think I will remove this from the skin. Use a 2-inch spinning cookie. Spinning cookie cutters. What size? This. Actually, this. Actually, this.
They don't even know.
Oh, right. It says use a 2-inch spinning cookie. I'm so dumb. So I'm gonna make my parties and I'm gonna make as many as possible. Step number 15, turn each cake carefully. Find more information anywhere. So remove each cake carefully. I'm getting vibes that this is sweet. It looks like strawberry. Okay, it says turn them over, but I assume that means like take it out. This is very cute. I hope we're making like tiny multi-tiered cake. So far, so good. All right, my parties have arrived. Find more information anywhere. Step number 16. Add a tablespoon of sour cream onto the underside of each pie circle and fill the circle with the second cake and give me a sandwich. Whoa, demanding. Add a tablespoon of sour cream. Oh, sour cream. Oh, so I think earlier when it said flip it, that's what it meant. All undersides are showing. I'm gonna now add, whoa, that's like pudding.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a tablespoon on the underside. Fill the circle with the second cake and give me a sandwich. I will give you a sandwich. I guess I'm gonna continue doing this until I have made many a sandwich. Okay, all my sandwiches are assembled. Step 17, expand the thin edges of the pie with another tablespoon of eggs. Turn around in the 1.5 cups of mashed cocoa banana to where? Over and over the rest of the cookies. This is hard. I think I need a hint? What is happening?
Katie used the hint and she used it on the first step. So, no hint for you. No hint for you. No hint for you.
Oh, maybe it's like top each pie with some more cream. Oh, you want me to spread this on the side. So I assume this is the pie and you want me to frost the edges. They look extremely worried. I hope I get a ding check mark right now. I am frosting the sides with my globular vanilla pudding, and I will do this for the rest, so I will be right back. Now I must turn around in the 1.5 cups of mashed cocoa banana to where? Vanilla wafers. mashed vanilla wafers.
We love whatever you do. We love it.
Support you.
We love whatever you do.
Sing for me.
Whatever you do.
All right, I'm going with vanilla wafers. Yeah! Okay, now I'm going to mash my cocoa banana until it wear. Transfer this into a bowl, maybe over and over the rest of the cookies. So I'm just gonna continue doing this for the rest of my pies. Step number 18. In a middle plate, combine 3/4 cup of cave chocolate and 2 teaspoons of butter. Heat box for 30 seconds until completely affected. Okay, I feel so confident right now. 3/4 cup cave chocolate. Cave scary, dark.
Ooh.
Dark chocolate.
Ooh.
Dark chocolate. And 2 teaspoons of butter, I do believe is butter or oil. I've never been asked to give 2 teaspoons of butter, so it's most likely oil. In a middle plate, so that means like in a medium bowl. So I'm gonna add 3/4 cups of cave chocolate. I think 2 teaspoons of butter is 2 teaspoons of canola oil. It's in there. And now I must heat box for 30 seconds, which means microwave for 30 seconds until completely affected, which means soft, smooth, and melted. Step number 19. Spring a tablespoon of this special form on top of excellence. Let the chocolate melt for about 10 minutes. Pour a tablespoon of this special form. Let the chocolate harden for about 10 minutes or set. So I think a tablespoon on top and then just let it drip around the sides on top of excellence. Should I spread it so it like drips around the edge, you know? So I'm gonna just do this for all of my excellence. Excellence is done. They do indeed look excellent. And now I must wait 10 minutes to let the chocolate melt, which I think means let it set. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Step number 20, be patient. I actually have no patience. I'm known for that in my family. I think be patient means to plate it. These are looking beautiful. Katie, Mimo, you wanna join me?
Okay.
For the last step?
These look good. I don't think that this is what it looks like.
I blame them. President of Pants, what do we think?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to see the real thing?
Yes!
I'm kind of scared.
Close your eyes. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! Dude!
No.
Dude! Outside we were talking and we were like,
just say dude. See how there's no drips off the side? You did well though.
Yeah.
so did you guys. I mean, it looks very similar.
What are these?
Ruske Kape, and they are a cake-based dessert native to the Balkans. They're really popular in like Albania, Bosnia, Serbia, Croatia.
They're so cute.
So should we try ours first and then try this one?
Yes.
Okay. Cheers!
It's earthy.
It reminds me of like me saying, I want cake, and my mom being like, you shouldn't eat sweets, and then she gives me this healthy alternative. Teamwork!
Nice job. Can we try the real thing? I'm dying.
Yes, Ruske Kape. The coconut adds a really nice texture.
The cake is better. But ours is actually like you could totally serve that and it would be delicious.
We did it!
That was really fun. I'm shocked because I took the one hint.
How do you feel?
I feel like she could have saved the hint for me.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed season 2 of Lost in Translation. Make sure to check out shopbuzzfeed.com to shop our merch. We got t-shirts
And totes?
And mugs.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. President.
Good? No. Oh.
Ooh, yeah. I'll apply that tech
It's
to you.
gonna be great.
It's gonna bake. It has to bake.
Something will be.
Something will happen.
You spent all season torturing me and you were gonna take the hint.
I just wanted a strong foundation.